What would you do if someone tried to destroy your home? I never thought I'd lose everything over a mailbox, but that's exactly what Susan from across the street almost did to me. I'd saved for years to buy my first house. Nothing fancy, just a small 2-bedroom with a yard for my daughter Emma. We'd been living in cramped apartments since the divorce, and this was supposed to be our fresh start. The trouble began 3 days after we moved in. I was helping Emma unpack her books when someone pounded on our door. Susan stood there, tablet in hand, wearing that pinched expression I'd come to dread. "Your mailbox is 4 inches too close to the sidewalk," she announced, not even introducing herself. "HOA regulations clearly state..." I apologized, promised to fix it, thinking that would be the end. It wasn't. Every week brought new complaints. My grass was uneven, my garage door made too much noise. Emma's chalk drawings on our own driveway were visual pollution. I tried to keep the peace, especially for Emma's sake. She was only 8 and still adjusting to the divorce. This house meant everything to her. She'd finally gotten to paint her room purple, hang fairy lights, have a real home, but Susan seemed determined to take that away. The breaking point came on Emma's birthday. We'd invited her whole class for a small backyard party. Nothing crazy, just cake and games. 20 minutes in, police cars pulled up. Susan had reported us for disturbing the peace and unauthorized gathering. I watched my daughter's face crumple as officers walked through her party, checking noise levels. That night, after everyone left early and Emma cried herself to sleep, I sat at my kitchen table feeling hopeless. But then I remembered something my lawyer had mentioned during the divorce. Sometimes the best defense is careful research. I spent weeks digging through property records, HOA minutes, anything I could find. Susan had been on the board for 15 years, filing complaints against 12 different families. 3 had been forced to sell. 4 had their children's play equipment removed. But she'd made one crucial mistake. Every complaint she'd filed was under her married name, claiming to be the property owner. But her divorce records showed the house belonged solely to her ex-husband. She had no legal right to file HOA complaints or serve on the board. I compiled everything into a detailed report. Property records, divorce documents, board minutes showing her votes. Then I did something that surprised even me. Instead of exposing her directly, I mailed the whole file to her ex-husband with a simple note. "Thought you should know how your property is being represented." 2 days later, a moving truck appeared in Susan's driveway. Her ex-husband had given her 30 days to vacate. Turns out she'd violated several terms of their divorce agreement, including unauthorized modifications to his property. I watched from my window as she packed, her face pale with rage when she spotted me. But I just waved, standing next to Emma's new swing set, the one Susan had tried to ban. Emma asked why the mean lady was leaving. I told her sometimes people who try to hurt others end up hurting themselves instead. The next HOA meeting, I was elected to fill Susan's vacant board seat. My first action? Implementing new rules protecting children's right to play and display art. Emma's chalk drawings now cover our driveway, and sometimes I catch other kids adding their own pictures. Last week, I heard Susan's renting an apartment across town. No yard, no HOA, no power. But the best part? Emma's birthday party this year was perfect, full of laughter, games, and not a single complaint. Sometimes the quietest revenge is simply living well in the home you fought to protect. As I watch Emma playing in our yard now, drawing with her friends and giggling without fear, I realize Susan taught me something important. Home isn't just about property lines and regulations. It's about protecting the peace and joy of the people you love, even if that means standing up to those who try to take it away.